Welcome back to another episode of Black River Boys. Today we are... Welcome back to another episode of Black River Boys.
Take 17.
Welcome back to another episode of Black River Boys. Today we're going to be going through my turkey hunting setup. I'm going in a couple weeks, so I just wanted to show you guys everything that I'm going to be using. So we're going to jump right into the camo that I'll be using, and with that we got the LaCrosse boots that I'm going to be using. They're waterproof, they are not insulated. We've been getting a ton of rain here in Wisconsin, so these boots are really nice for like mud, crossing a creek, to keep warm in these because they're not insulated. I run with a merino wool sock, and then I'll throw on the CABELA'S wool sock as well. So that's what I use for my boots. If it does get a little too cold because the April weather is super unpredictable, I do have a like 400 gram insulated boot. That one's not really waterproof, but I haven't used that in the last 3 seasons. The camouflage that I use, I have the Old Tom turkey pants. They're pretty lightweight. I just kind of run a insulated, like mid-weight or heavyweight base layer underneath. Sitting in a blind, I don't really need the camo pants, but this year, like I said, I'll probably be doing some walking around. But I just go with those. Sometimes I'll even throw on a pair of sweats in between that, just because it does get pretty cold in the morning. But it will probably warm up to about 65, 70. But for my top layer, again, mid-weight to heavyweight layer, but then I run the quarter zip. It's super lightweight. I mean, it's pretty thin, but it's just nice for those warm days if it's noon or 2 o'clock and you want to kind of shed some layers. So I'll run that as my second layer. I do love the Bottomlands camo look, so that is what I got for all my camouflage. If it is colder in the morning, I throw this. This isn't actually the turkey top stuff. This is a Drake jacket, but it's a little bit heavier. It's got some, I throw my calls in this zipper here. It's hooded, and then it's nice that it's a full zip up, so that I can like take that off nice and easy too. But I run that, keeps me nice and warm with all those layers. And if it's really cold out, I'll throw on the vest too, but the vest in this jacket is Drake, so that's what I got for my camouflage. Last year, actually in this video that we got recorded in the back, it was pouring rain from 6 a.m. to like noon. So water was dripping through the blind and it was just like not ideal. So I do have some waterproof pants. These are supposed to go, this is also for like duck hunting, but these actually will work out nice if it is pouring rain, that I can kind of stay dry. Because last year we had to run back to the house and I threw all my clothes in the dryer. But my rangefinder, really I only use that when I get to a spot, especially for field hunting, just to gauge, like I know I'm good at 50, 55 is like a real poke if that bird's by itself. So 50-ish yards is kind of what I'm looking at for what I'm comfortable shooting at. Last year, as you can see in my video, I had 5 toms kind of bunched together. In hindsight, I probably could have shot one of them, but again, just knowing what you're comfortable with and making a safe shot is important. So with that, getting those birds called in, my favorite call that I use is from Slayer, and that is the, I actually don't know what the name of that one is, but it's their orange one. This is the one that is my favorite. That's the one I was using a bunch. I think I called a hen in from quite a ways away, and that was how I was able to bring those jakes in as well, and ended up shooting a jake. But I got that, and then I also purchased a pretty cool little call holder. You can fit 3 calls in there, so that's really convenient because I've been jamming them in those little like clear containers. But yeah, so I got those 3 in there. I have a couple other ones as well. I just kind of cycle through them to make it sound like there's more birds in the field. I've been running this glass call for the last couple seasons, but I was waiting for Slayer to come out with this style of call, and they finally did. And absolutely love this straight out of the box. I didn't even like mark it up or anything, but this is the Slayer call, slate call. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself here, but it's real nice right out of the box. And then so you guys can judge me if you want, but I'm excited to use that this year. But those are the calls that I'll be running. So hopefully I can bring them in like I did last year. So the shotgun that I've been using for the last few seasons is my Stoeger M3000. Takes 3-inch shells. I run a Carlson's turkey choke. Gives me a nice pattern at 50 yards, but they look pretty cool when you add it on the extension there. And then so I got that as my choke tube, and then at the end of my barrel I have the True Glow magnetic sight with the green, I guess, pin on there, and then just a regular sling on there. As far as the ammo goes, I have the Winchester XX 3-inch 4-shot loads. I just got the Winchester XX because that is the choke tube that is made specifically for it, so that's pretty nice. But as far as the gun setup goes, it's pretty basic. The last thing that I'm going to be going through is the decoys that I use. I'm pretty unsure about the setup that I want to run for early spring. I've heard a lot of different things, but right now I have a hen decoy. Last year when I shot my tom, the only thing that I had out in the field was the hen decoy. I originally had the fanned out tom that you guys can see here. I think it's a Flextone fanned out tom. I took it down. If I use it this year, I'm going to try to, because in the state of Wisconsin you can have a motion decoy, but just like manually, so I'm going to try and do a string or something to it if I do put it out so I can move it. But I got that, and then the other decoy I actually have sitting in my ground blind up there right now, which is an SX Decoys hen. That's what I got for decoys. If you guys have any suggestions for Wisconsin and decoy setups for early spring, let me know, put it down in the comments. But that is actually going to wrap up my turkey hunting setup. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys, whether you like the camo or like the gun setup or anything, definitely go check out the calls from Slayer. Their mouth calls are awesome. I know the slate's going to work great, even though I haven't actually used it in the field yet. But that's what I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you when I'm turkey hunting this spring.